thank you for joining me again today on the Chakra Realm. My name is Dawn. You can reach me at thechakrarealm@yahoo.com. Come to you today on 10/10/2013 with the number 8. Okay, the number 8, the number of going within, the number of strengthening your lessons from your inner voice. Your inner voice will become stronger, and we need to listen to it. Number 8 is also the sign, of course, of the infinity, and it's exactly how the universe works too. So, there's lessons to be learned, and if we're not learning them, then generally they come right back around for us to learn them. So we want to look at some things today that really we want to change in our lives, things that we don't, old patterns that we don't want, and how we can change them and move forward. Okay? So that's the real basis for today. A lot of things going on in, sorry, my cards fell out. A lot of things going on in the universe right now too. So we've got a whole bunch of things going on, but the full moon is coming up on the 18th. Just want to let you know ahead of time. It's going to be a lunar eclipse too. So a lot of powerful things through the month of October. The tarot card that came out today is the Page of Air, or the Page of Swords. Okay, and that would be some challenging situations, but nothing that can't be overcome, that can't be looked at. Usually with this, there's some truth that comes out too behind the scenes, some truths about yourself, some truths about your friends, things that are people that are around you, things like that. So look out for some guidance on that today, as well as some things that come out that may or may not. You may or may not decide to keep these people around. Also, things within yourself, like I said in number 8 day, things within yourself that you want to break free of. Make sure that you do that too. There also may be some delays on some things that you're waiting to hear from. And remember, the swords or air has to do with the mind. Okay, so make sure that you're not cluttering up your mind in a lot of things that may be hindering these things from coming to you also. Okay, so I am now doing the Archangel cards, and thank you for the feedback on the chakra video too, and I hope that it's helping a lot of people. And while we've got this nice fallness, a little bit of summery still, a little bit, but fallness coming through, get out there and take some really nice walks and breathe really, really, really deep, okay? Which Archangel Raphael says to breathe. God gave us beautiful breath. Breath goes through and just clears your energies, and you can release old patterns. Goes back to the number 8, goes back to the Page of Air. Release those old patterns. Breathe really, really deep. Take all of that wonderful, beautiful air in and expel all of the stuff that you do not want anymore, okay? You don't want any more of, or get rid of that old, stale, stagnant air. But breathe really, really, really deep in order to just clear out. It's just the same thing. Clear out the old inside in order to bring in the new, okay? God gave us that beautiful, beautiful gift. It's a good way to connect too. Really, it's just about the only way to connect. If you're outside walking, you're not only using the air and the element of the earth. The air and the earth are clearing your chakras and clearing your aura and clearing your air. And then you come home and you drink some water, so you have the element of water. And anything that you don't want at the full moon, I would burn it. I would write it down and just burn it up, okay? And the angels want you to make sure that you are giving and receiving. It's a natural cycle. We don't do it a lot, but we should. And when you're breathing, that's exactly what you're doing with your breathing too. You're giving and you're receiving, okay? When you help people out, you're giving, but you have to have that balance. That has to come back. That has to come back. The entire universe works in those cycles. Inhalation, exhalation, giving, receiving, giving, receiving, giving, receiving. That's the balance that we're looking for. That's if you can deal with that. That's the best thing. One story that I usually tell a lot of my clients, and they kind of get it then, is, you wake up in the morning and you tell the universe, I really need about $50 today. And then your best friend that I don't know if it's your best friend, but a friend that you haven't seen in, a couple of years calls and says, hey, I'm in town, I want to go to lunch. And now you're confused, you're conflicted. And you're like, I need $50, but I want to go to lunch. I need $50, but, I really want to see this person. So you're like, well, I don't have it anyway, so I'm going to go and have lunch with this person. And then the person says, don't worry about it, I've got the check. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, it's okay. And here's the universe going, wait a minute. Just wait a minute, because we tried to save you that money. Didn't you need $50 today? We tried to save you that money. It's giving and receiving. So instead of saying no thank you, just say thank you and tell the universe thank you for the abundance. And you know what? Pay for that person's meal at a different time, or do something special for them at a different time. But, start looking at things this way, because if you ask for something, the universe finds the best way, the most harmonious way to do it. And it's through giving and receiving. That's a perfect energy exchange, and it's just a perfect energy exchange. So take a look at things like that today. And I'll tell you, the other day I was so blessed. I had a couple of people help me out, and I was able to turn around today and help them out. And that's the way it works. That's the way it goes. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with today with the number 8, the page of air. With, if there's some challenging information, just breathe right through it with Archangel Raphael, and make sure that you're giving, make sure that you're receiving. It doesn't always have to be monetary, but the energy shift the energy exchange needs to be there. Okay? Thank you. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow.